Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull my hair back. All right, so all I have is my brows on. I have primed my eyes. There is a video coming up about all the products that I use for those steps because I know I get a lot of questions on that, but it's so repetitive, kind of boring in my opinion, so I always try to do it before I come on. So let's go ahead and start with face. I got sent a new foundation from Octoly. In fact, well, 3 of these things are from Octoly. This is from Solwasu, and it's the Perfecting Cushion Brightening Foundation. So it comes in a 1/2 ounce cushion, but it also gives you another 1/2 ounce refill. So it's a full ounce altogether. This is, I believe, like a K-Beauty brand. And I could have sworn, before I even asked on Octoly to get this, I could have sworn that I looked at the ingredients and all it had was fragrance at the very bottom. No, it's got fragrance like in the middle and it's got alcohol in it. So y'all know this is not typically a foundation that I would reach for, but I'm going to try it out for y'all today because some of y'all don't care about that. And yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. First, I'm going to correct my under eyes, which I also should probably do before I come on, using my Jane Iredale Enlighten 1 concealer. It's amazing how much that brightens up the under eyes. So now we're going to go into the Solwasu Perfecting Cushion Brightening Compact. This is what it looks like right here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't even know if you can see the geometric patterns that are kind of tone on tone in the front cover, but oh, it's so pretty. You open it up and just like most cushion foundations, it's got this little pad right here, and then it's got a cover where you open it up and actually see the foundation. Now, I got the color number 23 medium beige. When I opened it, I was like, oh, this looks kind of way peachy for me. And then when I swatched it, it looked a little light. So we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna try Beauty Blender first because that's how I typically like to go into a foundation. This is the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge, or Cushion Foundation, sorry. And we'll just see. You know, I may need to use a brush. And then I'm just going to apply that on the face. So it does seem a little light for me, if I'm going to be honest, for as far as like my chest and shoulders. But that went on fairly well. I would say it's probably more of like a light to medium coverage. It's blending out really nice with the Beauty Blender, but I can still see some of my redness on my cheeks. It does look way lighter on the face than it does in the pan, so keep that in mind. The fragrance is very strong. I will say, if you are sensitive to fragrance or just don't like it in your products because you're afraid you don't exactly know what the fragrance umbrella covers in the way of ingredients because they don't have to disclose them all, you're not going to want this. But it does look pretty on the skin. I'm going to try putting a brush into it and see if I can maybe build up the coverage a little bit. Just right there where my redness was peeking through. I think that built up pretty nice. It is $65 if I didn't say. And they don't have, they have like 7, I think, shade ranges. Nothing dark at all, which is unfortunate for sure. It says it's a 12-hour brightening cushion that's multifunction, portable, lightweight, goes beyond lasting coverage with a flawlessly satin soft matte finish. I do agree with that because I looked it up to see what the finish was. I don't think that it is luminous at all. I do believe it is a satin soft matte. It's formulated with magnolia extract that's supposed to brighten the skin. Oh, the scent is supposed to be magnolias. Oh, it does have SPF in this. Well, great. Okay, it has titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, great, and then octinoxate. 3 strikes for this one. I'm not saying I'm never going to use it again, depending on how it wears today, but it's definitely not going to be a daily foundation. But it looks pretty. I'm not going to even take it down my neck because it's too light, and I'm just going to have to bronze anyways. So let's move on to concealer. Nothing new here. I'm using my favorite combo of the YSL and the Chanel. The YSL is the Full Cover Radiant. Honestly, I mean, I don't know what else to say about this concealer other than it's absolute perfection on me. I've tried a couple of concealers lately, new ones, and I ended up sending 2 of them back. They just did not work for me. And every single time I was comparing it to this combo, and then I wore this combo yesterday, and I was like, yep, nothing can beat it. It just is the best for me and my under eyes. I'm actually pretty impressed with the amount of coverage that foundation gave. Typically, cushion foundations don't give as much coverage, but you know, I said it was a light to, I would say it's probably, well, still light to medium, but it still was more than I was expecting. Because it's a little bit lighter, I am going to use my Nudies Nude Stick All Over Face Color in Bondi Bay. And I'm just going to put this on my forehead and, you know, my cheekbones, the typical places that I bronze. And I'm also going to put a little bit on my nose. I don't ever contour my nose, but sometimes when my foundation is too light, I feel like it just brings everything together when I add that little bit of color in the middle of my face as well. So it's not a stark contrast between the light and the dark. And I think I actually might put a little bit on my jawline today as well, which again, I don't normally do. Let's let that sink in a little bit and go into the eyes. I am going to be using for my bronzer and my eyeshadow this Lancome Le French Glow bronzer. This was also sent to me along with the lipstick I'm going to be using from Octoly. And this is huge, pretty packaging, colorful, but look at this bronzer. Look at how pretty it is. I've been using this for about a week now, and I will say it's absolutely gorgeous. It is very warm. I have the color number 2, Warm Sensualite. Sensualite? I don't know. But it's so pretty. And because I'm wearing a red lip, I don't like doing a ton on my eyes. So we're going to try a couple of things. I want it just to be bronzy and pretty. It's going to be a little bit more than my typical like highlighter on the lid, bronzer in the crease when I do a red lip. This is another thing I got from Octoly. This is from Undone Beauty. I just don't know about this, honestly. This is a 3-in-1 eye palette. And it comes with 3 cream shades. This is supposed to be for the liner, and then these are like highlight and, you know, eyeshadow. I haven't used them on the eyes yet. The liner is really like, The 2 eyeshadow colors don't look bad, but this liner, y'all, look at that black. Is that even a black? No. These are pretty, but they're a little patchy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, the copper isn't going to really go with what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take a little bit of this highlight color, and it's not even really picking up on the brush that well. So this may be a bad mistake. And I'm just going to put it just on this inner corner. We're going to end up, I think, covering it anyways, but I just wanted to see how they perform on the eyes. Yeah, they're a little patchy on the eyes too. I'm going to be quite honest. I'm going to take the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay, and I'm going to pick it up with that same brush, and I'm going to put it kind of in the outer corner. I have been really loving cream cheek products for the eyes lately. I did a look on my other channel with one of the Beautycounter cream blushes, and I loved it. It was a pink color. Oh, the look turned out so good. And y'all know I really like putting some kind of cream underneath powders. It just makes them last that much longer and makes the color that much more vibrant. Now I'm going to take the Esom G34 brush and go into the Lancome bronzer. And I'm going to take this darker color right here and put that on the outer corner, kind of on top of where we just placed the nude sticks. I'm going to put it up into the crease as well. I know I've said it so many times before, but truly bronzers make the best eyeshadows. It's such a cohesive look. It looks so good to put a bronzer on the eyes. And because I'm not really feeling that inner corner, I'm going to take a Wayne Goss number 6 and just put this lighter color from the bronzer palette on the inner corner. It gives a nice contrast, but really it's just a blown out bronze eye. I'm going to set my under eye with the Hourglass Veil powder. And then I'm going to set my entire face with the Chanel Universal Libre powder and the Real Techniques 201 brush. I have really been liking this powder brush, like a lot. I've not used anything else lately, and I haven't used the Chanel in a while on camera, so I thought I would pull that out today and just lightly set the foundation, even though I don't feel like it needs a ton of setting. Now we're going to go into this gorgeous bronzer again. And when I use it as a bronzer, I swirl all the colors together. So this is the Osmosis Large Accent Brush, and I'm just going to use that to bronze up my face. This is one of my favorite parts of a look because it really just brings everything together. Makes your face look three-dimensional again, makes you look like a human being. Something about this step just really makes me feel like the makeup is truly coming together. Because this is a warmer bronzer, I'm keeping it like on the cheekbones. I'm also going to put it on my nose and my chin to kind of warm up the whole face, because this is definitely not a contour shade. I'm definitely going to take it to my neck since that foundation was a little light on me, just to match everything up. Now for highlight, I don't think I've shown this on my channel. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I got the original one, which is in the color Universal. The first one, the swatches just looked a little too chunky and glittery for me, so I've really been liking this one, and I just tend to mix these three colors. I like this darker color for eyeshadow, but not as a highlight for me. It's too dark. So I'm using my Anastasia A23 brush and just putting that where I normally put a highlight. I don't typically put it on the nose, so I'm just going to put it on the cheekbones and the Cupid's bow. This is the new Bounce and Blur brush from Bare Minerals in the color Blurred Buff. Now these are those like bouncy type of formulas. I think Maybelline used to have one. That's the color right there. It's kind of a hybrid of a cream to powder. They are intended to be used for or with your fingers. I actually used it with a brush for the first time and I liked it. This is my normal IT Cosmetics brush. When I do a red lip, I like to keep everything really bronze. I don't like to add color to the cheeks. And I really don't like to add color to the eyes. I like it to be all monochromatic so that the focus can be on the lips. So that's why I chose this color in the Blurred Buff, because it is just a really nice bronzy nude color. Now I'm going to buff out and see if I can get rid of some of this patchiness over here. This is my Hourglass Radiant Light. Don't do my makeup without it. This is a duo fiber brush from IT Cosmetics that I don't think you can get anymore, but any duo fiber brush will work. I mean, it's like magic. It truly is like magic. I'm going to go back into the Lancome bronzer, and I'm going to mix the two colors that I put on my eyes, and I'm going to buff it out on the lower lash line. And this is a Wayne Goss number 20 brush. When I use a bronzer to buff on my lower lash line, I tend to go even lower than normal, because I really feel like it just truly opens up the eye and it doesn't look too overdone, because again, it's not a colored eyeshadow. I'm not even going to do any like inner corner highlighting or brow bone highlighting. I really just want it to be a blown out bronze. So I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and we'll be back to do the star of the show, which is the red lip. All right, mascara is on. I'm going to do a little bit of the Beautycounter Brilliant Brow Gel in Light, just to ensure that the very few 5 brow hairs I have stay in place all day. Now let's talk about lips. Y'all know I am not a huge red lip lover. However, when I wear a bolder lip, y'all seem to love it. So we are going to try the matching Lancome lipstick to the bronzer. I love this little collection. This is the color Idol. It's a matte lipstick. It's number 186. So you push the top and it pops out the bottom. And this is the color right here. I hope this isn't, it does look like it's a warmer red, so I hope it doesn't make my teeth look any more yellow than they are, because I have been going heavy on the coffee lately and I have not whitened them in quite a while. So we are going to apply this and see how it goes. I do like the shape of the bullet. It makes it easier to outline, because I don't typically wear lip liners. So I think it'll be able to go on a little bit easier. Well, this is not as red as I thought it was going to be. Ooh, that's a red lip. It's pretty though, and again, the shape of the bullet made it kind of easy. It is matte though. Y'all know I like a little bit of a gloss, so I'm going to use one that's kind of sheer. This is Marshmallow Electro from Lancome Juicy Tubes. Figured I'd keep it in the family with another Lancome product. This does have a little bit of glitter in it, it looks like. We'll see. That's the effect I wanted. I just like my lips to be glossy. So there you have it. That is the finished look. That is one of the ways I like to do the majority of my face, my eyes, and my cheeks when I wear a bolder lip color. And I just wanted to present this lip color to y'all because I think it's actually really pretty, especially with that gloss on it. I like it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, just playing in makeup. I have a few of the playing in makeups coming. I feel like a lot of y'all like those. At least that's what I'm gathering from your comments. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. As always, thank y'all for watching, and I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.